Now, Wolfenstein 3D is a classic game that many of us will never forget. The last couple of Wolfenstein games, though, have been pretty damn awful. I was lucky enough to play an hour and a half of the next Wolfenstein game, The New Order, so we gotta talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the last videos I make talking about things I saw at PAX because I fell kind of behind because I'm sick, but I also have a podcast out on the Because Video Games podcast. I don't know if you guys know that's a thing, but there's a podcast out where I talk a lot about what I saw at PAX, indie games, more AAA titles, Evolve, stuff like that, so download it down there if you want to listen. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to be announcing the winners, finally, of the Captain America poster giveaway, so be sure to hang in there for that if you wanted to win it, but let's get into it. Now, Wolfenstein: The New Order. I got to play almost an hour and a half of it at PAX. I was very lucky to play a long demo of basically the beginning of the game, the whole first part of the game, where it starts out and you're BJ Blazkowicz and you're raiding a castle of Dr. General Death Face guy, a very typical Nazi classic villain with scars on his face, and he's evil and he's experimenting on people, and that was the main core of the demo. You're basically raiding this big high-powered Nazi castle with big turrets and men and stuff and dogs, evil dogs, and it was a lot of fun, guys. I gotta say, with Wolfenstein, I was not really sure where this was going because of the track record of the last games, and there's just so many ways that this could still go wrong, but from what I played, I had a lot of fun. It's very much a simple, basic first-person shooter that feels a lot like the Resistance games. Remember those? It feels like it was so long ago. But there's a basic systems, there's a very good lean mechanic, there's dual wielding, which I can't get enough of. It also reminded me a lot of the older Red Faction games, the ones that were really good. And there's a lot of cool nods to the original, punching Nazis in the face, evil dogs that try and rip your face off, secret switches behind paintings, stealing Nazi gold. Something I really liked was collecting armor to up your armor level. There's health and armor, and I like that. That's a very classic thing that Doom and Wolfenstein pioneered. And running around scavenging for health and armor and bullets was a lot of fun. I could not get enough of it. Everything in this game works pretty well. Like I said, the shooting, the cover, the leaning mechanics work very well, and also the stealth mechanics, while very slight and not really the big part of the game, which should be expected, they do work very well. Sneaking up on Nazis and the kill animations, they all feel very smooth. The AI is there enough to be able to sneak around them. It's good. But thankfully, the game provides a huge bit of challenge. I ended up cranking up the difficulty and found myself getting my ass handed to me, which is great. Now, this is my favorite kind of shooter game because with all the big guns and the dual wielding and stuff like that, you think there's an emphasis on just macho, just guns blazing, but you have to be smart about it. You have to time when you're going to be badass, because the player character can only take so many hits. He's actually pretty damn weak, so you're still going to be taking cover. You're still going to be stopping and popping. But when you do go guns blazing, it feels really good because you're in danger and you're just going all out, and it's effective, and I like it. Now, the one thing, this game is really tonally inconsistent, and I think that's going to be an issue for some people because there's all this like dark, real stuff about the horrors of war and Nazis, and the main player characters are sitting around and like talking about war and being all deep and being all cliche. War is so bad, man. Oh my god. And then there's Nazi robot dogs trying to rip your face off, and you're doing all this ridiculous stuff. You're throwing knives in people's faces. Their heads are exploding. It's absolutely absurd, and it's kind of all over the place. But that being said, I like both sides of it. I like when it tries to be a little serious, but still very cliched. It feels okay. It feels admirable, like you've probably seen in the trailers. The story, the tone is actually kind of cool. It's different. Different in the sense that like we've seen it before, but not in this kind of package. And so I'm hoping, and from what I've seen, I hope Wolfenstein turns out to be awesome, because what I played was a lot of fun, very well balanced, very challenging, and very entertaining. It's a lot like Rise of the Triad, which I praised last year. While it doesn't play the same at all, it is very much just like a fuck yeah type of game. Shoot things, be awesome. And I love games that embrace that. You know, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, the giveaway winners for the Captain America Winter Soldier posters, I randomly selected 2 people to win 2 of them, US only. I'm going to send it to you guys. Ian Nelson and Eric Ruiz. So guys, DM me, let me know, give me your email address, not email, give me your address where you live so I can send you the poster. So I hope you guys enjoy the poster, and for the rest of you that did watch and share and try and get the poster, thank you so much. That video was a huge success. Excuse me, Metal Gear ringtone. But thank you so much for those of you that did comment and watch and share the video and who wanted to try and win a poster. That video was awesome, and I love doing reviews talking about stuff that I enjoy that aren't just video games. But like I said earlier, there is a new Because Video Games podcast that you can check out where I talk about more stuff from PAX East that I got to play. But other than that, that's it for me, guys. As always, I'm Jake Baldino. You can like me on Facebook, you can yell at me on Twitter, and you can subscribe because video games.